Lancashire has been the setting for many tales of tragedy, from grisly murders to executions and huge fires. Even those who have lived in Preston for years may not be aware that it's home to an abandoned railway tunnel used during the Victorian era. The Preston and Longridge Railway ran from the Shep Inn to Deepdale in Preston and includes the Miley Tunnel, which was built in 1840. By 1930, buses were becoming much more popular and the line closed to the public. It carried on being used for the transportation of goods before finally closing in 1980, but the tunnel still stands today. Due to the dark, echoey and damp conditions, the tunnel itself is quite spooky by nature. However, perhaps more frightening is its reputation for being haunted. Those who have explored it claim to have seen ghostly figures wandering the tracks, while there are also claims that screams have been heard. It is claimed that one of the spirits to haunt the Miley Tunnel is that of Margaret Banks, who was killed on the tracks in the 1800s. The events that unfolded at Deepdale Station in 1866 are both horrific and tragic. Young Margaret, who was just 15 years old, is said to have fallen from a train carriage as it travelled through the station. The teenager was dragged under the wheels of the train, resulting in her death. She is said to walk the tunnel at night, and often appears on dark and stormy nights. If legend is to be believed, it is Margaret's bloody curdling screams that echo beneath the busy streets above. There have also been several reports of sightings of a mysterious grey lady. Those who claim to have spotted her say she walks around the tunnel, approaching any visitors who enter to welcome them. It is not known who the grey lady could be, however. Others who have roamed the tunnel claim to have experienced a strange feeling when walking through it. Here is one account. A friend and I went through here when I was 16 trying to impress two lads we had met that day. I remember we had to be home at hers at 10:30, but it was only just going dark when we entered the tunnel. The journey itself was quite uneventful. We just heard rats scrabbling about, and we came to other ends scared but unhurt. We then sat on the railway bridge chatting, and I asked my friend what time it was. She looked and it was 9:30, so we decided to head home as we had enough for one day. As we got to hers, her mum starts going crazy asking where we'd been till that time. I said, but it's only 10 o'clock, and looked at the wall clock. It said 11:35. We figured out later it was 9:30 when we entered the tunnel, and her watch must have stopped then. Coincidence, probably, but you never know. The tunnel is closed to the public with security fences in place to keep people out.